right, so we're actually on County Road 2660 in Howell County. We're getting really close to the property. We came out of the Springfield area this morning, so we came from the west, but you can certainly get here from just about any direction. If you're coming from the east, you'd come in a different way. 2660 is curving to the right, it's curving to the east. We're actually going to go straight or north onto the private road. Private gravel road here. This is private road 2661. And we will take the private road to the north, and that's going to bring us into the property. It's really not too far. Pretty day here in the Ozarks. This seems to be a fairly solid road. Like any gravel road, I mean, if you're in a truck or an SUV, that's better. Because if we would have had, major rain or whatnot, this could be a little softer or possibly rutted. In fact, the guys are out here right now. They're working on grading this road. And they had some equipment problems, so I see their truck, but I don't see them. Obviously, you'll look at the maps and the listing to see exactly how to get here. Oh, we did actually have some rain. I'm going to put this in four-wheel drive as we round this corner. And the guys told me that this morning. They had quite a bit of rain yesterday. And there's the bulldozer up there. I'm going to pull up there and stop and talk to these guys, and then we'll restart the video after that. Alright, so we just talked to the guys. They broke a track on the dozer, and they're taking that into town. But meanwhile, I just realized that's actually the property on the right. So here I've got the map open. We can kind of take a look at this. Property's outlined in red here. The MapRight app is great because it'll have a little dot to indicate where you are. So this is County Road 2660. County road cut to the right. We went straight onto private road 2661, went to the north, and now the property's on the right. We actually, just before we saw those guys with the bulldozer, the property started on the right. It's got a ton of frontage on the private road, but we're about to turn onto the driveway, which will bring us into the existing building site and whatnot. I mean, the property's huge. So there's a lot to explore on this property. We're going to see just a fraction of it today. You're definitely welcome to come out here and check it all over. Spend the day, spend the weekend if you like. Just let us know if you're camping out here so we can let anybody know who wants to look at the property. Okay, so the gravel road went north. We just took a right. Now we're on the property. This is now a private drive. You can see those posts. It's actually got a cable up with the lock on it. We'll give you the combo. So, I mean, supremely private. There's only one way into this property, and this is it. So, like I said, we're on the property. We're headed east. Oops, they're kind of blurry. There we go. Nice private driveway. Now, this was at one time an actual little church camp, and we'll see some of what is left from that. They had, I think, 3 of these buildings. They ran the whole works off alternative energy. They used solar and wind power, and we're actually going to see some of what's left from that. There you can see the windmill up there. They had, I mean, they were out here for years, the little church camp, and they had everything ready to go. This is what's left of their water collection system. They had this large area to collect rainwater. I mean, it was much cleaner than this. It's been quite a few years with pipes and a filter system. There's the buildings, which we can check out in a minute, but they had, that looks like some kind of raised garden area right there. I think that is, and they had a pipe for the extra water to water the garden, possibly. I mean, you're going to find all kinds of cool stuff out here. There's the wind turbine, or what's left of it anyway. Going over here, they had this base unit. That's some type of chicken coop. No, that's where they had their freezers. They had, I mean, they ran everything off of solar. And over here is where they had the cabinet. Right in here is where they had the cabinet with the electronics, the inverter and the batteries and whatnot for the wind power and the solar power. And they ran these 3 buildings. They ran freezers. I mean, they had everything. So pretty cool. And that was a good 10-15 years ago. And actually alternative energy batteries and everything have come a long ways since then. So you could even do better than that nowadays. The cabins are pretty much gone. The frames themselves, shockingly, are pretty straight. Not on the middle one. That's completely gone. But on these 2 outside ones, the actual wooden frames, they may be usable. I really think just the history of it's the coolest part. There you can see they had bunk beds in here. We're going to do a drone video as well. That's a much better way to see this property. There is so much to see. Some kind of gardening apparatus over there. And I don't recall what this big mound of dirt was. This might have been just what was left over when they cleared the area around the buildings. The north side of this property borders that gravel creek bed, or gravel river bed, the 11-point river, I'm told, the start of it. There are some cool little caves. I mean, this property has just about everything. This trail here goes way down to the east. So private. You get into some really good timber, commercial-sized pine trees, which are gorgeous, some large cedar trees. You really have to just kind of check out everything on this property. There's no way we could cram all the information into the listing. We thought about splitting this up. This would actually split really nicely. There's an old fire ring. This would split really nicely into about a dozen mid-sized parcels. We really did seriously consider that, but we thought we'd go ahead and give someone a chance to just get the whole works. It's 57 acres. We do have a survey on it. I mean, you're just good to go on this property. You're super close to the county road. You're kind of in the the triangle between 3 good usable cities. West Plains to the south, Mountain View to the northeast, and Willow Springs to the northwest. The guys are out here working today, so we're going to do a drone video. You may see the guys and tractors and chainsaws and stuff. I think they're working on clearing this trail which goes out to the east on this property. But yeah, we'll try to do at least one more video of a different area on the property. You can check out InstantAcres.com, or you can certainly give us a call in the office. This is a special one. We almost never have properties this large, and certainly not in this area, very popular area in Howell County here. So check us out at InstantAcres.com and check the listing. If the property is still available, we would definitely love to hear from you.